G'day guys, Cubonda here, just going to try and do another video while I'm driving. I've put the foot down to give it some gas, got too much boost. There we go, that's better I think. Today we've had those, well not we, I shouldn't say we, had those bombings, brake in front of me, had those bombings in Boston at the Boston Marathon. And I just sort of, I saw some videos. I was at work today and I heard something about it. One of the guys at work, one of the older butchers said there was a shooting, and I was like, oh, okay. I've been hearing lots about shootings all the fucking time at the moment, after Sandy Hook and the old Batman movie and whatnot. Just every time there's something bad happens, like especially shooting wise, it gets blown out of proportion and everything. I was like, oh, okay, And then I had to leave work early because I had a funeral of my old neighbour died. But anyway, and and I looked into it a bit more when I was getting ready for this funeral. Kind of like, oh, okay, so it was bombs and shit. There was we got a fair bit of news over here in New Zealand about it, and I saw some of the videos as well, and it's, these are, it looked like there was, I think they said last time I checked, 2 people confirmed dead and like 180 injured or something. And I think one of the responsibilities we have as people, especially if we as sort of survivalists and preppers and stuff want to say, we're more socially aware and rah than everyone else, and it's almost adding a slight elitism to it, I think. But anyway, I reckon if we're able to say that, then we should at the same time be able to understand that if we think we're so much better prepared and socially aware than everyone else, then we should have the means and the skills to be able to act in a situation like that. Like, obviously that's a lot of people in one go for emergency medical services. No, speaking of that, there's an ambulance just driving past me. Emergency medical services to deal with in one go, like 180 people injured, especially some of them will be serious. That's a shit ton of people, especially if it's in a confined space and you got short notice. So if there was people, like, necessarily the marathon, but in a general society, like in a general situation where something like that could happen, I think just having just having some basic first aid training and a good first aid kit in your car or in your EDC bag or whatever. I touched on this in the video I did about first aid, and I think it was EDC first aid, I think it was called, or medical and training or something, medical and training, something like that. And basic stuff like that is, especially if you can say to a paramedic or something, like, I'm not a paramedic or an EMT or whatever, but I am first aid qualified, like, do you need a hand with something? And they could potentially point you at old Joe Bloggs in the corner and go, okay, he's worn a bit of shrapnel through his calf or something. Do you want to go and give him a hand bandaging it up and calm him down or whatever? Could make the situation, like, it's, as long as it's not detrimental to your health, which is sort of the thing you get taught with first aid, is that, you should be trying to help people as long as it's not going to be putting you in a worse situation, because then all there is when the super professionals turn up, there's going to be 2 people to help rather than 1. So if it's, as long as it's not in a bad situation for you, putting you in a bad situation, I should say, you should be prepared to help those people. Because I donate blood and stuff as well, and I just think it's one of those things that, treat others how you'd like to be treated, I think it goes both ways. I do these things because I'd like to think in a similar situation, if I was needing to be on the receiving end of the medical help, there'd hopefully be someone else there that was qualified and well enough equipped that they could help me out in a similar situation. And the more people that are out there that know how to do these sorts of things, even simple things like a basic first aid course or a comprehensive first aid course or anything like that, and a decent wee first aid kit, can make a hell of a lot of difference. So I think personally that's one of those things that more people should take a bit more seriously. like, I think I touched on it in my car survival kit video, but I've got, I can get it out from here actually. Oh, I might be about to get pulled over. Here's one first aid kit, maybe if you can see it. That's the one I keep in my glove box all the time. I'll try not to put that back in and drive on a windy road. Got a rod on my fucking tail. Some guy was all over the road back there. But yeah, so there's a lot of dickheads around, especially because it's a big road there. But you know, like, that's one first aid kit, and then in my EDC bag, which is in the boot, I've got another one in that, which is my EDC medical gear, but it's, you know, a backup stuff if I've got, you know, if I'm in my car and I attend an accident. So I was thinking about this just before when I started the video, that, you know, because it's terrible road conditions, we've had quite a dry time recently, and yet when you've had an extended dry period, and then there's rain all of a sudden, especially a lot of rain like we've had today, there's lots of grease and crap comes up on the road and cause accidents. But anyway, yeah, and then I've got another big medical kit that stays in my car in the boot next to the fire extinguisher. There's got to be someone around here with a fucking radar because my detector's going off. But yeah, so that's just a little quick thought of mine today, that maybe everyone needs to look more at their EDC medical gear and some training, because in a situation like that you could actually help save someone's life, especially if the EMTs are preoccupied with either even more seriously injured people, or they haven't made it there in time, or anything like that. But anyway guys, hopefully you take a bit of a lesson from the video and think it over a bit, and stirs up some thoughts. Cheers.